Good afternoon. This is Graham, Samuel W. We're gonna continue on with yet another box of Flesh and Blood Monarch. Let's see how we do on this one. My last one was really pretty excellent. Ended up with the Legendary Eclipse. Ended up with a cold foil Luminaris. Was extremely happy with that box. So let's see if we can get something close to that again this time. My luck doesn't tend to run quite that way, but hey, let's give it a shot, shall we? Experimenting with another slightly different camera layout, still trying to figure out what works best for my space, as I've mentioned several times. Broken record mode, like I said, but I'm hoping this might get somewhat better imagery of the cards down here. Still, this art's fantastic. Even in Magic, even though I'm not as much into it, I really like the art of the angel cards. So the similar looking cards for this are nice. So we got a common foil, Arcanic Crackle, the Aether Ironweave. First rare is an Invigorating Light and a Majestic Soul Food. First pack yet again is a Majestic. I know that happened in the last box. I feel like it happened in the first box I opened too. I don't remember that for 100% certainty, but it sounds familiar. So common foil Rising Solar Tide, a Ironhide Helm, Endless Maw and Valiant Thrust, and we've got a Hatchet. Still been watching, mostly watching through Kitchen Table TCG, watching Louie and George and Mitch open some boxes as well, and doing a pretty cool idea. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I'll get back to that, but look at this. This was my other box that I got from Team Covenant. I pulled a Legendary in the last pack, pulled Eclipse, and I just pulled a Legendary Doomsday in the second box that I got from Team Covenant. Goodness. Those gentlemen have taken care of me. Oof, that's amazing. Wow, like I'm borderline numb off of that because it was so quick after the last one. Yeah, so that's a cold foil Legendary Doomsday, another Shadow of the Instant. And we got a Dimensional Gateway and an Endless Maw. Oh, good grief. This has been a great couple of boxes from those guys. Man, what I was saying, though, is that the guys have been having similar luck, too. They're running a charity donation stream, so for every Legendary they are pulling, they opened up for people to, do a buy Legendary donation for a chance that, for donation for, I know it was Alzheimer's and ALS maybe, research, but also everybody who donated is thrown into a raffle for a slot for an opening, a case break. So that's all kind of fun. That's pretty cool stuff. It was neat of them to do that, and they're all supporting it themselves as well. So we got a rare foil, Invigorating Light, Out Muscle, and Seek Horizon for rares. So they're going on. They're opening something like 84 boxes. They're almost halfway done now, but they've pulled 16 Legendaries. Their tracker is saying that they have almost $10,000 worth of pledges based on that, which is amazing. I love to see both having fun and, helping people. Alzheimer's definitely hits close to my heart, so I supported their stream. Um, but just to see people willing to help with that too. We got a common foil bounding demagon, some time skippers, a prismatic shield, and a tome of torment majestic. That isn't half bad. Man, so we already, right off the bat on this one, though, hit a legendary. We got that Doomsday legendary. So that's probably, hopefully not, because that would mean a fabled, but that's probably going to be our big hit. We've got a Seeds of Agony common foil. I would love it if a fabled showed up right behind it. Pulping and Plow Through are our rares. But I'm not holding my breath. A legendary is more than I could have hoped for. Well, I could hope for sure, but it's definitely more than I was expecting. Is a common foil Bolt of Courage, a Soul Harvest, and a Herald of Judgment are our rares. Whew. I'm excited. I dropped in on, there's a Majestic Foil, Shadow Puppetry. That's a pretty cool card. I dropped in on Team Covenant's stream to tell them what I had gotten out of the first box. I can't wait to drop in and do the same. So we got a Herald of Triumph and a Soul Harvest are our rares. There's Prism again. So that'll be fun to share with them. Got a rare foil this time around, Merciful Retribution. That's pretty neat art. It kind of reminds me of the current run of the Strixhaven, the alternate art cards that come in that for Magic the Gathering. So we've got Vexing Malice and Soul Reaping for rares. Those special arts that they're doing for that set. The Mystical Archive, is that what they call it? Ooh, rare foil, Endless Maw. Time Skippers. Tremor of Irathiel and Unhallowed Rites. Rares. And Sir Bolton. Who looks awesome. I love his armor. Let's see what we've got here. Got a foil common Memorial Ground, which I still think is going to be a really good card for Ranger, at least the way I built it. I'm looking forward to giving that a try. We got Pulping and Seek Horizon as rares. And I stuck that in the wrong pile. I'm not too crazy about my piles when I'm first doing these openings. I end up sorting them out again later, but I like to keep them kind of reasonable. Make that process easier later on. Foil Deadwood Rumbler, Gallantry Gold, Convulsions, and Dimensional Gateway for rares. Yeah, so we hit that legendary right off the bat, so we're having a hard time catching up with that, aren't we? Foil Herald of Tenacity. It's a common foil. Ironhide Plate. We've got an Invigorating Light and a Guardian of the Shadow Realm, Majestic. So we are missed the halfway point there. Must have had one extra in my other pile. But we have 11 packs left, just past halfway. Looks like we're about right on track with the typical majestic content of a box being about halfway through as well. We've got a common Dread Screamer foil, Halo of Illumination, Prismatic Shield, rare, and a Deep-Rooted Evil. Crazy looking tree is our majestic there. So yeah, right as I was saying that, we grabbed another one, so that's fun. Common Rising Solar Tide foil, Invigorating Light, and Merciful Retribution as rares. We've got some commons to flip through here. There is a foil rare, Glisten, which looks like it might be a really, really fun light card. It looks like it might have specifically, because it puts +1 counters among any weapon, so if you can put it on 2 different weapons for something like Bolton, or even, I guess it's light, so not Kasai. But for somebody like Bolton, that's pretty cool. We got Unhallowed Rites and Convulsions Red as our rares. I don't know. We hit some awesomeness right off the bat. I kind of like it better when it comes to the back half. Builds up the suspense a little bit more. Foil Common Arcanic Crackle, Aether Ironweave. We got Seeping Shadows and a Majestic Exude Confidence. Pulled some of these same Majestics in the last box, but I'm not exactly complaining. That's a really pretty foil. A War-Tune Herald, common. So we've got a rare Herald of Triumph and Duskpath Pilgrimage. Let's see what else we can come up with. Common foil, that's Second Swing. Some hooves and a rare Rise Above and a rare Outmuscle with a Young Prism. I mentioned it before. I just feel like even though I know it's a completely different kind of class, that reminds me of like a World of Warcraft, say World of Warcraft priest or like a Dungeons and Dragons cleric. The kind of just the outfit and the sitting there reading. That piques my fancy a little bit. It's just a neat image. There's a common foil Take Flight, Dimensional Gateway, and Tremor of Arathio. Common foil Illuminate, which I love the art on. It's got that same kind of priest, cleric-y kind of art to it. Seeping Shadows and Howl from Beyond, both rares. 3 packs left. Down to the home stretch for this box. Got a common foil War-Tune Herald, Howl from Beyond, and Battlefield Blitz, both rares. For anyone who's not clear, typically there are 2 rare slots in these, one of which could be replaced by a Majestic, or I guess just a Majestic in this case. The first 2 sets also had super rares, but they merged the super... Oh my goodness. That's a cold foil Luminaris. That's the second one that I have pulled. I pulled one in my last box as well. Holy smokes. That is amazing. Good grief. Whew. These boxes are fire. Rare Tremor of Irathiel and a Majestic Invert Existence. Good grief. Okay, last pack for this opening. Let's see where we end up. Man, my openings from Team Covenant are just on fire. That is truly amazing. I could not be significantly happier than I am with what they sent to me. So we got Duskpath Pilgrimage and Glisten for rares, and Bolton rounding out the tokens. Y'all, I feel like we were just here. Granted, this is a different legendary than last time, but a legendary and a cold foil Luminaris. So that's 2 cold foil Luminarises and 2 different legendaries out of 2 boxes that I got from Team Covenant, along with the usual slew of other stuff. I can't say enough. This is amazing. What a great couple of box openings. Love it. All right. Thanks, y'all. Have a good evening.